my little YouTubables!
My YouTubables.
YouTubables. YouTubables!
We hope you guys are having a fabulous Halloween. We're getting ready to do the trick-or-treating outing, the yearly thing. So we're going to go over to some friend's house and just celebrate for the evening. So hope you enjoy the video.
Show them the spider.
And my daughter scared me by attaching this spider to the camera. I hate spiders. Shame on you.
It was a prank war last year. Then we lost the black spider.
Yes.
Yes. And the cockroach.
I think the black spider and the cockroach may have gotten thrown away on purpose.
That's me. Daddy.
I'm just saying. Well, today is November 3rd, and I thought I lost that Halloween video. Hopefully, I've got it previous to that. Anyway, I'm Kevin with the Kevin and Anna Show. I am on my way to the post office to drop off a couple items that sold, and we'll discuss all the sales here as soon as I can safely do so. But I wanted to talk to you and tell you about a negative feedback I received. So, the PowerPod emergency phone chargers, I've been selling them left and right. They've really been moving, and that's wonderful. And I'm almost sold out of them, so that's also wonderful, except now I won't have any more to sell. Nonetheless, I sent one to a lady, and crazy enough, she lives not too far from my hometown in North Carolina. But I sent one to a lady. Let's see what that popo's doing. I don't know if it's illegal to film and drive at the same time.
Say what?
But anyway, sorry about that. I don't see any popos in the rear view. I don't think he even saw my camera, but anyway. Negative feedback. Sorry, lost my train of thought there for a minute.
You gotta be kidding me.
I sold a PowerPod, and I got an email from the lady stating that she received an empty box. Now, I didn't find or think that was going to be a scam because I had found another empty box where someone had, you know, cut through the factory sealed tape and actually removed the PowerPod, and these were picked up at Walmart on the clearance aisle, and so sometime in Walmart it was stolen. Now, if it was stolen while it was on the clearance aisle, that just really makes me scratch my head, because I mean, if you're gonna steal stuff, why wait till it goes on clearance? You know what I mean? Go get the big stuff, I guess. But anyway, so I wasn't surprised that she said that, but you know, she was obviously upset and said that, you know, that she wanted either a refund or she wanted another one shipped out, and she would be getting in touch with eBay. And so I responded to that immediately, and I told her, I said, you know, how sorry I was, and that I wanted to make this right, and you know, I was getting another one lined up and ready and shipped out that day. But I also asked her, I said, you know, if it's okay with you, I just want to make sure that the one is in the box that I send you, so I want to send you, you know, one that I cut open just to verify that it is physically in the box, and so that way there would be no questions asked, you know. So basically it was just seeking permission to send her an open box, still a new item. And I waited for a little while, and I never got a response, and I waited a little while longer and still didn't get a response. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do it because I want to get this out today, and I had to get by the post office. So I went ahead and did it, verified it was in there, got it packaged up, labeled, printed, and had it ready to go. Well, eventually she did respond, and long story short, she was afraid she was getting scammed. Totally understood that, and we kind of reconciled things. And so I politely asked her, explaining how feedback was important to me, and I really didn't want that blemish on my record, if you will, of over 700 feedbacks and only having one other negative in the last 20 years. And she said sure, she would be willing to change it. And so the point of the story is, just because you get a negative feedback, work with your customer. Explain to them that it's your fault, and sometimes take one on the chin, but do what you can to save your feedback. We all know negative feedback impacts a lot of buyers' decisions. I know for me personally, if I see many negative feedbacks on a listing, I'll be very, very hesitant to purchase from that buyer. So again, moral of the story is, sometimes even when you're being talked down to or being belittled, and there's really no reason for that, take it on the chin. See if you can make it right. That's what I did, and it worked out for us, and so that was fabulous. All right, let's move on to the items that sold, and I'll have to park when I get to the post office and look through my phone to show you the rest of them. But I know two of the items that have sold are the two that I'm taking to the post office right now. And this one I'm super excited about, just because it has been in my store since before I even had a store. I just had it listed, and then when I created an eBay store, it migrated everything over. But this set of 4 Garfield glasses, I picked these up at one of the first yard sales that I went to when I was stepping up my resale game, and I was excited and happy to see that those finally sold. And I think I might have paid $2 for all 4 of them, and as you can see, they sold for around like $12 or $13. I can't see it. You guys are having to look on the screen when I put that little snapshot up there. Yeah, so that's awesome. And the next one was a yard sale that I went to not too long ago, and it was this Yahtzee game, and it was only $1, sealed, new in the box, all of that jazz, so that went well. Here's the 2 boxed items I've got ready to be sent out. And there we go, just like that. All right, let me get back to the van here and we'll discuss the rest of the sold items. I gotta pull them up on my phone. All right, sold another Fortnite Bitty Boomers Bluetooth speaker. And I sold that for $8.49. Excited for this one. That Nike t-shirt that you see there sold for $19.99 with free shipping. Cost me about $3, maybe $3.50 to ship it, and paid $7 for it. So all in all, profited $6, $7 on it. And next, we'll just do both of these at the same time. 2 PowerPod keychain emergency cell phone chargers. And what's funny, these were sent or bought by resellers, other drop shippers, because in both notes, please ship without paperwork or invoices. And they were both ordered by the same person, shipping to different addresses. Next, we have another Bitty Boomers Bluetooth speaker. Same deal. $8.49, so a couple bucks profit on that. Oh, to back up to those power pods, when I'm selling them at $17.49, I paid $9 for those. So I'm making about $5 to $6 profit on each one I sell at that price. And we have here a DVD remote. That one's been in the store for a while, but they don't sell fast, but they are good to just easy things to stock, easy things to ship, especially when you only pay 25 cents for it. So, you know, I'm looking at probably $6.50, $7 profit on that. Next was this men's Adidas t-shirt. This one had Chicago written on the bottom of it. It was neat. If you zoomed in to the Adidas logo, it's a bunch of street names and famous places in Chicago that are, you know, thrown in there. But that was a neat t-shirt. Anyway, again, paid like $7 for that. Free shipping, so, you know, maybe $6 profit. And then this next item here, this was a cracker container, and it had an "as seen on TV" little sticker on it, and you could just tell it was old, even though I couldn't find a date on it. And I paid $1 for that at Goodwill, I think is where I got it. Sold it for $7.49 plus shipping, so, you know, we're looking at about $5 profit on that. And there's two or three more keychains in here. I won't bore you with it, but two or three more of those power pods, and they both sold for $15.74. So again, maybe $4 profit on that when it's all said and done. But you know what? I had a rough day at work today, guys, and so leaving the post office, Goodwill is 2 doors down. Let's go shopping. One of the cool things about Goodwill is they always, you know, put out new stuff every day. So it's always a gamble, always hit and miss, you never know. But let's go inside and see what I found. 57820C. Not any specific comps on solds, but there's one for $74.99 and like $125, both plus shipping. I think even if we can get this listed for 60, 70 bucks, definitely worth it. So I'll take that. I'm excited about the sewing machine. That was the only find in there. I didn't spend a great deal of time. I go through the clothes once in a while, but not that often. So, yeah. I picked up some other stuff at the same Goodwill a couple days ago. Haven't gotten any of it listed yet. And I've also got some stuff from my my friend Bob, who he and I have a somewhat of a partnership where he brings me stuff and says, it's kind of a cosign scenario, but he brings me stuff, we split the profits 50-50, and it's typically almost always electronics, IT stuff, and so I've got some of that stuff as well. We'll run through that stuff when I get back to the house, and we'll test that, almost said vacuum cleaner, and we'll test that sewing machine, so hang tight. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, I just got home from Goodwill. Got the stickers and the tape and all that good stuff off of there. So let's see what happens when we plug this puppy in. So there's the pedal. You probably can't see it, but I will I'll move the camera here just a second. Alright, got it plugged in. Now, let me get some light adjustments here. While I was in the store, I tested things like this, you know, just making sure that dials work. You can see those moving. Needle position moves that bit. Stitch width. Sorry. Needle position moves this little thing. Stitch width also moves it. So all of that appears to be working. And this dial, as I change it, you can see it moving all of these devices, so that's awesome. Pattern select here, it goes back and forth, but I do see the needle down there, or what would be the needle, bouncing around, so that's good. I have no idea what that's for. I don't know anything about sewing machines, period. But that little compartment opens and closes fine. Does that move? No, that doesn't come off. So all of that looks good. These little things right here are moving. Don't know what they're for. Don't know the first thing about sewing machines, except sometimes you can make some money on them. So that's the goal, that's the plan. Everything looks to be in working order. All that's left is to press the pedal, and let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Alright, Singer, $21 and change with tax. I don't know what that does. Easy thread. Whatever Easy Thread does. Here we go. I got nothing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, I forgot to turn it on. That was almost a big disappointment, and it still could be. Alright, we have a light. That's also a nice nice sign. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah. Success, guys. Success. Hallelujah. Now, we're going to go over this stuff right here, piled up on my picture taking area. Let me put up a couple things on this side of the house. But any of these things, I'll show them to you today, but any of them that I actually get listed today, you'll see a pop-up of what I've listed them for. I haven't really comped them much, but here we go. Okay, this is the first find I got the other day, and this is vintage Kmart Christmas cookie cutters. Now, it says there's 10 in there, and I don't think there are actually 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's missing one, but that's alright. Christmas around the corner, vintage cookie cutter from Kmart back in the day. Originally sold for $1.97 at Kmart, but that was looks like it might have been in 1989. But at $2, I figured, you know, even if I can maybe get $8 out of them, $7 out of them, you know, easy flip there. This Pound Puppy, that takes me back to the 1980s. And it's not in perfect condition by any means, but, you know, I saw it. It was only 50 cents at Goodwill, and I grabbed it. What I didn't notice were the cuts on the ears. So I didn't comp this before I bought it. I thought 50 cents, you know, it's worth it. So I comped it after I got home, and there was nothing on it. I mean, they had some on there. Let me rephrase that. They're not selling unless they're new in package. And so a lot of people have them listed for $4 or $5. So that really will probably just get given to my daughters. But it's, I'll throw it through the wash, clean it up. But it's a 1985 vintage stuff plush. If I didn't have that those cuts on the ears, I could put it on eBay. But with that, I just don't even think it's worth listing. Next, we have Star Wars Angry Birds 3D puzzle. Not the greatest purchase either, but again, I didn't comp that. It was sealed in the box. Paid $3 for it, and I think most of them are listed for around $10. So we'll see. I might just throw mine on there and let it ride. This was a very exciting find. It is Mary Kay After Sun Replenishing Gel. Now, when I saw the words Mary Kay at the top, and I saw it was sealed, and it was only $2, I just picked it up and took it with me. Later, I read that it's After Sun Replenishing Gel. Well, we're coming into winter, so will this do anything? I don't know. Time will tell, but no worries. I'll put it on eBay and probably list it for around $10. That's what most are listing for. You see that flashing light? That's one of the batteries in my LEDs draining. But now this one was an interesting find, and I owe it all to Part-Time Pickers over in California for this advice on bolos, and that is vintage cleaning stuff. Well, vintage a lot of things, but in this particular case, vintage cleaning stuff. And this is from 1994. Okay, and it's a tiny little thing of Caress moisturizing body wash. Picked it up for $2, but I expect I can probably get $10 out of that. And here is a fake wood. Got plastic drawers, and then this is just cheap particle board stuff, if you can see that. Made in China, but it's in great condition, and it's you know, it looks nice. Even though it's not high quality, and it holds cassette tapes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it holds 36 cassette tapes, and at only $2, I figure I can get $20 plus shipping out of that. So we'll get that listed someday. And so that and the sewing machine that I just bought. These were yesterday, maybe day before at Goodwill, and then the sewing machine obviously today. And that covers all of those items that will get listed. And here's the box from Bob. We'll go through this. This is a QuickBooks card reader. It does chips and mag stripes. Haven't comped any of this stuff yet, but he gave me that to sell. And this laptop battery is for an older model Mac, and I don't know if it's a MacBook Pro or a Mac whatever, Mac Air, no idea. He also gave me this camera, which is a Pix Pro. I think Bob may have had this for himself and just trying to get rid of it, but knowing Bob, he's very meticulous, and so I don't know that the thing's ever even been used. There's no camera in it, I don't think. But anyway, what in the world? Let me see. Maybe it's this blue piece. Oh, it is the blue piece. Okay, there it is. So that blue Kodak Pix Pro, he said he comps things, you know, fairly well before he brings them up to me. And he said this wasn't worth a whole lot. Now, what does that actually mean? I don't know. But hey, for me, 50% of free is pretty good, so I'll take it. So yeah, got that camera, and then here's just threw these at me because I'm an IT guy, and he said, yeah, you can have those, you can keep them. It's an HDMI to VGA adapter, and that is a USB to VGA adapter with some kind of software in it. It looks like it might be for, oh, it's for Windows and Mac. Anyway, adapters, I don't know that I'll ever get any use out of them. May toss them on eBay, we'll see. And here's a nice one that he gave us. These are, you know, they're barely used, but Bob doesn't use anything much. But these are the Macintosh Apple AirPods, and we've got a possible need for these. Sorry, let me turn around here. Got a possible need for these, or we may use these and give them to our daughter for Christmas. Hopefully she doesn't watch this video. But it's cool with Bob because, like, what I would pay for this, since we would auction it or list it and split the profits 50-50, what I told Bob is, and I've done this before with him on things that I was interested in, is we'll take the last 5 most recent sales of this exact item and average the price, and then pay him half of that, and he's cool with that. So anyway, yeah, Merry Christmas, McKinley, if you happen to see this. Hopefully she doesn't. And that's something that was on our Christmas list last year. But I got to do a little research on those, figure out, you know, compatibility, what she can use them with. So we'll see. But yeah, those are the most recent scores. Nothing crazy, nothing major, but good items. Some of them not as good as others, and some of them, you know, will just be kind of like store stockers. But we'll get them listed, and like I said, I'll show you, if I get anything listed tonight, what I'm selling them for. So an easy night of listing. Only did 3 items here, but show you what we've got. So I listed my neighbor Bob's stuff, and we did the QuickBooks card reader for $16.99, buy it now plus shipping, and we did the Kodak camera for $36.99 plus shipping, and the battery for the Macintosh Apple laptop, listed that one for $29.99 plus shipping. And I decided to go ahead and do Bob's. He likes to, when he brings me stuff, he likes to get it, you know, on the market quick, as to where I have the you know, the ability, or it doesn't really matter if my stuff goes up immediately or if I don't list it for a week. Now, it matters in my wallet, but it doesn't matter, you know, in someone else's wallet. So got those 3 items listed tonight, and that's all I'm going to do. Wifey's got dinner ready, so it's time to go grub. Hope you guys are well. Appreciate you stopping by as always, and I will talk to you next time. See ya!